Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, I'm sorry about yesterday. I was supposed to make a video on auto start stop. I had a customer yesterday, and I had such a migraine. It wasn't even funny. It, I apologize, but it was actually two different customers, and I made some notes here. Their complaint was they'd pull up to a light and it would shut off. Or they'd go to the next light and it wouldn't shut off. So it's like the auto start stop was just kind of intermittent and not working. Well, there's some factors that take place for the auto start stop to work. Um, so this is going to be pertaining to Ford because that's what it was on. One of them was a Fusion, 2018, I think, and one of them was a 2017 Fusion. My 2019 Ranger has auto start stop on it, but Ford came out with auto start stop actually on the 2013 Fusion. So it's 2013 through 20 Fusion, 15 through 18 Focus, 15 through 20 F-150, and the new ones have it too. 18 through 20 Explorer and Expedition, 17 through 20 Escape, 15 through 20 Edge, 2018 through 20 EcoSport, 19, 20, 21 Ranger, because we're on the new stuff now, 18 Transit, 18 through 20 Transit Connect, which is the smaller Transit, and then Lincoln, basically 2013 through 20 is the MKZ. The 16 through 18 MKX, the 17 through 19 MKC, 18 through 20 Continental, 2020 Aviator, the 2020 Corsair, 19 through 20 Nautilus, and the 18 through 20 Navigator. So basically, and it's going to be almost the same for all manufacturers. There's like guidelines that they have to go by. So the auto start what it does is it helps improve fuel economy and reduce emissions with minimal impact on your driving experience. Specific vehicle conditions got to be met for it to work, and it'll activate by shutting the engine off when you come to a stop. The conditions are when the vehicle is at a complete stop, the brakes are applied, and the engine is at normal operating temperature. If these conditions are not met, the system will not activate at all. Conditions such as the battery charging, so if your voltage drops, the heating or AC requirements may cause the engine to restart before releasing the brake pedal. So some of the inputs that the vehicle is receiving. So typical system input from other vehicle systems. The vehicle speed is at 0 miles per hour, 0 kilometers an hour. Accelerator pedal is released. The brake pedal is applied. The brake on-off switch is activated. My neighbor. Clutch pedal cruise control deactivator switch indicates the clutch pedal is released, which basically the clutch pedal will be in the top position of travel for manual transmissions. The brake system pressure is approximately 70 psi or greater. The ABS is not active. The brake booster vacuum is present, and vacuum change does not occur while the vehicle is stopped, which means if you slightly move your foot off the pedal. Gear selector lever in neutral for manual transmission, or D for drive on an automatic transmission. The battery temperature actually has a lot to do with it as well. It's got to be between 41 degrees and 140 degrees. AC system is off, or there is no change in the AC system request while it's stopped. So if you turn to AC, if you got your blower on a certain speed, you turn your AC on, you switch the fan speed, or you turn it on max AC, the engine's going to restart. If the AC system is on, ambient temperature should be less than 95 degrees. So if it's 96 degrees or 98 degrees, it's not going to do it. I think today here it was right around 60 degrees. Road grade stopped less than 15%. So if you're on a hill more than 15%, it's not going to do it. All your doors remain closed, so I hope you don't have anybody hopping out of your passenger seat while you're sitting at a red light. The 110 volt alternating current inverter, if you have one, is under 10 watts. Electrical load, and the electrical load does not change, which means you plug something else into it or unplug it. If you're pulling a trailer on a truck or something like that, if the trailer harness is not connected, or if the trailer is connected, it's not going to do it. Tow haul mode is not active. 4-wheel drive, if equipped, is in the 2-wheel drive position, and doesn't change while you're stopped. Electronic locking differential is equipped but not engaged. The in-car temperature is steady and no change is requested from the heating or AC system. So you got a constant, you can roll the window down, and as soon as the temperature changes, I think by 2 degrees, then it kicks back on. Engine coolant temp is at a normal operating temperature. That's an important one. And the max AC or defrost is not selected. Blower fan control, I mentioned that earlier, is at 1 speed setting and it doesn't change while you're stopped. The rear defrost is not selected. Battery and charging system voltage is greater than 11.3 volts. If it drops to 11.3 or below, your engine is going to start and it'll say vehicle charging. Electrical load is less than 65 amps, and the voltage or amp load, it doesn't change while the vehicle's stopped. Steering angle is less than 90 degrees from the center position. If you turn the steering wheel while you're stopped, the engine will start. Hill start assist is not active, basically 15% grade. Automatic transmission fluid temperature is less than 230 degrees. Fuel level is greater than 1/8 of a full tank, and the low fuel warning is not active. Auto start-stop system restarts are limited to 10 unless the vehicle speed exceeds 2.5 miles per hour. So if you're in like that stop and go traffic where you're just kind of creeping along 10 times, after that it's not going to do it again unless you exceed 2.5 miles per hour. The auto start-stop functionality operates independently only from vehicles equipped with electronic brake boost. So the typical auto start-stop system input changes that may initiate the engine start while you are stopped. The battery voltage drops below 11.3. The brake system pressure drops below 70 psi, or the brake system pressure is indicating the brakes have been released. So you take your foot off the pedal. There's actually a lot that goes into all this. I'm sorry. Clutch pedals is released. It's fully depressed, excuse me, like you're going to put it into gear. Brake system vacuum is requested. Rear defrost is switched on. HVAC system or AC or heat mode. So if you got on max heat or max AC, it'll actually say it on the dash. It'll say cab heating or cooling. Blower fan speed changes. Electronic automatic temperature control, the EATC. Temperature setting is changed. On 2016 model year and prior, gear selector position is moved to any gear except park. Moving to park allows the shutdown to continue. 2017 model year and forward, gear selector position is not in park, neutral or drive or sport mode. Accelerator pedal is pressed. 110 volt inverter electrical load greater than 10 watts is detected. Vehicle electrical load increases to greater than 70 amps. Vehicle is operating in 4-wheel high or low. Steering wheel is turned rapidly or is at a sharp angle. Remember I said if you're sitting at a light, you just turn the steering wheel. Vehicle speed is greater than 2.5 miles per hour for more than 2 seconds. Has not occurred. Elevation is approximately above 10,000 feet. And pressing the auto start-stop button with the engine automatically stopped. The elevation above 10,000 feet, so air is dense the higher you are, the higher up you are. So that has a lot to do with brake pressure and all that good stuff. An explanation for disabling the auto start-stop feature. My legs went off. Let me open my door. Sorry. Disabling the auto start-stop feature may be displayed within the instrument cluster, like I said just a minute ago. Engine on due to accessory usage. Engine may be on to support high demand for electrical accessories, such as operating power windows, defroster. It's not going to come back on if you're pushing the window down, but if everybody's doing it, then yeah. It's deactivated by the driver by pushing the button, or auto start-stop, press brake to start engine. The engine needs to be restarted, press the brake. Various messages in cluster, refer to your owner's manual. So this customer, their issue with theirs where it was starting and stopping, it was actually it wasn't technically every other light that it was doing it. It would, when I test drove it, the first 2 or 3 lights, it didn't shut off. And then afterwards it did. And when I looked at the dash, it was like engine running, vehicle charging. And then when I start moving, it says normal operation. You know, 3, 4 more lights, and I get it going down a good highway, and then I come up to another light, it shut off, normal operation. So basically the battery voltage had dropped down a little bit and the car was charging, and it was just a basic concern. But that is how the auto start stop system works. It's basically the same for Chevrolet, Ford. I haven't messed with the Toyota one yet. Subaru. That's basic, the gist of it. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of information going back and forth between modules and pressures, and it's a really cool system, and it does help with fuel economy. But I hope this helps. I hope that answered your question. And as always, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next one.